what do we know about the hostages? How many of the 100 do we know are alive? Do you know the conditions? Do you know if they're in tunnels? Do you know if they're staying in homes? What is it that you know that you can share?
So, you had a chance when you came to Israel, and I want to thank you for your visit in Israel. You met with people who came back from Hamas hands, and they describe the conditions. The raping, the tortures. It's they're living in tunnels. It's unbearable, and we saw the pictures from those tunnels. Um so we know that we asked to see data about who is alive, who is not. We haven't got any information. The Red Cross, zero. Never even met one hostage in the last 440 days. We know that you have, I would say, at least half of the hostages are still alive, at least. And we want to see them back home because we know some of them are sick, some of them are older. We don't know how long they will survive in the hands of Hamas. So we're putting a lot of pressure, and we are willing to pay a heavy price. We are negotiating now with those horrible terrorists because we know that if we will not do it, we'll not be able to get them alive. And we are willing to release terrorists and to pay prices. But we realize, in the Jewish tradition, if we save the life of one person, it's a miracle. Then we can deal with the bad guys afterward. So I hope we will have good news before Christmas, before Hanukkah. But when you deal with a terrorist organization, don't think they're going to be logical, because otherwise we would have an agreement by now. But they always find another excuse and another reason why not to move forward.
And I think it's important that, one, we should be talking about these hostages every day and their return every day. But Israel has stood strong and said they're willing to negotiate, but we have to get some hostages out. That's always been one of the things before any sort of peace deal or anything is, but what about the hostages?